Kenny's Concepts will be celebrating International Women's Day with a series of videos all about women. In this series, we're going to be talking about women and money, women and career, and how we can support the next generation of female leaders. In the second video of this series, we discuss some career tips to help women dominate in whichever field they are in. Welcome to Kenny's Concepts, where the beauty of knowledge is our passion. The mission of this channel is to share useful insights and tips to help you on your personal and professional development journey. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If not, I'm super happy that you could join us once again. Remember to hit that subscribe button and bell notification to stay connected and know as soon as a new video is out. Also, if you like this video, show some love and give us a thumbs up. Of course, I would not be able to do any justice to this video series without being accompanied by a woman that embraces, flourishes, and makes significant strides towards all the areas we're about to discuss. So, I'm joined by a very good friend of mine, Georgianne Watt, who is a financial advisor, creative in the field of dance, and all in all, an amazing woman.
Hi everyone, so as Paul said, my name is Georgianne Watt and I'm a financial advisor. And what I do is I educate families and individuals on how money works. I tell all my clients that if you don't understand the money game, someone else is going to make money using your money. And also I'm a dance fitness instructor. I have a faith-based dance fitness program called Energy in Motion Dance Fitness, which aims to promote both physical and spiritual fitness.
So let me ask you, a lot of people will say that men dominate the career and professional space, and as a result, women are disadvantaged. What would you say about that?
I would just say, based on my personal experience, I have mostly seen women in the workspace. Yes, men, but mostly women. And, perhaps in the higher level of management that, there might be more men in that space than women. I haven't personally seen it, so I wouldn't give my objective opinion based on that. It's just that in my work environments, I've seen mostly women. I've had, female bosses. So,
That is so true. I think in my own experience as well, I've had multiple bosses which were female, and I've seen a dominance of women within the workspace for sure. So I definitely think that rhetoric of men being dominant, it may exist, I guess, here and there, but I think it's definitely changing now in this new age, this new time, and we're seeing an emergence of female dominance within the workplace and just overall being leaders within society. A lot of the times when we hear the word career, we think about 9 to 5. But career is effectively a person's journey of learning and work and effectively achieving what it is they want out of life. With that said, what would be your top 5 tips for women to achieve career success?
So my first tip would be to pursue your passion. If it is that there's something that's on your heart, an idea, a concept, whatever it is that you believe will change people's lives, that will, positively affect the world in some way, shape, or form, then pursue it. I would advise as well, though, if it is that you have financial obligations to meet, make sure that those are met. You're taking care of things on the home front, your bills are being paid. I'm a huge advocate of having side hustles, so you make sure everything is okay over here and you put in that time and energy and effort into building your own goals and dreams. Because a lot of us, we're out here and we're building other people's dreams, which is fine. If it is that you believe in their cause and their mission, then so be it. However, if it is that you do have your own goals and dreams, pursue that as well. The second tip would be to network. You want to make sure that you are leveraging, the people who are around you, the people in your circle. And you never know who will be the next Oprah or the next Michelle Obama. And you want to make sure that you start as early as possible, because these relationships, they take time. It takes time to develop someone's trust, to really get to know someone, to build that relationship. So, if you're in school, if you're in university, and you have access to so many people, you want to make sure that you network. Don't, cringe when it comes to group projects. just work with as many people, talk to as many people, get involved in social clubs, different groups, and network. Maintain those relationships.
Were you a big networker in college?
Kinda, sorta. I was pretty active on campus, so I was a part of student groups. So that was definitely helpful.
Of course.
I just wish I did it more, especially academically in the classroom, just maintaining those contacts, maintaining those relationships. But it definitely has served me well and also has served them as well. It's a two-way relationship, right? So, just knowing people in your network who may need something that you have, or, you may need something that they have. So just building a community that way, building your network that way.
Nice.
So my third tip would be perseverance. You want to persevere. In this life, it requires a lot of patience. Things don't happen overnight. It takes time. So someone out there needs what you have. Someone needs your talent, your time, your skills, whatever it is. We're all unique individuals. We have something unique to bring to the table. And it's going to take time to develop that. So just be patient with yourself, but keep moving. Even though you're moving super slow, the fact is that you're moving, because it takes a lot more momentum to get a ball that is still moving than if it's already in motion. So that's something to keep in mind. Just keep at it, put in those hours, develop your talents, hone your skills, and just be patient. It will happen.
Nice. What would you say about insecurities? We all have insecurities and suffer from insecurities, which generally impede us from moving forward. But sometimes insecurity is falsely attributed, I think more so to women at times. What would you say about that, and what tips would you give to overcome that and just build confidence?
Right. So I remember when I went through a phase of a lot of insecurities, just working through a lot of things personally, decluttering my closet. And I posted something, I'd post a lot of things, on my mirror, on my fridge, and there was this one quote that said, "You are going to be afraid, so don't be afraid. Just remember, when you do become afraid, don't be afraid." So it's important to face those insecurities, to, tackle them head on, to ask those questions, to get to the root of it, and to just work through it. It's a very painful process, because you're going to find out things about yourself that, you realize that it wasn't there, or it's there and you don't like. But it's important to face them, to overcome those fears, overcome those insecurities, and to know what triggers them. That's super important as well, because it's inevitable that you probably hear something or see something and it will trigger that insecurity. But if you know what the trigger is, then you will know how to work through it, or to manage it when it happens, especially in spaces that you'd prefer for it not to happen in, right? So it's just really understanding yourself, understanding who you are, loving yourself, being comfortable in your skin, and just working through all of that baggage. We all have it. Just decluttering that closet. So my fourth tip would be to have a growth mindset. You want to think of the end goal. You want to think far ahead into the future. The thing is, a lot of obstacles will come our way when it is that we're working towards our particular goals. I think it's super important to know and to understand what it is that you want. What it is that I want for myself personally. Where do I see myself? What is it that I'm working towards? So when things do arise, when those challenges and setbacks pop up, it won't faze me. It won't, throw me off. It may shake me up a little bit, but I won't quit, because I know what I'm working towards. I see that end goal and I'm working towards that. And you're just gonna constantly, keep getting back up. You might fall 7 times, but you're gonna get back up 8 and keep going, because you have that growth mindset. And in the process, you're definitely gonna grow, you're definitely going to learn, and it will serve you well for the next mountaintop that you reach, and the next one, and the next one. And so my fifth and final tip would be to ask. Raise your hand, take a seat at the table, seize opportunities. You definitely want to get ready and stay ready so that when those opportunities arise, you don't have to be scrambling around figuring out what to do. You're already ready. And you want to make sure that people know what it is that you do. If you have a service, if you have something that will solve a need, people need to know about it. So you also have to share that with people. You have to get in front of people. Those things won't come to you. You have to actively go out. Ask those questions. Raise your hand. Do you need this service? Is this something that you're interested in? Whatever it is, just talk. Closed mouths, they don't get fed. So you have to say something and just get out there.
In this regard, do you think that women are generally more passive than men and generally don't seize the opportunity as much as their male counterparts?
I would say yes. I find that women are a little bit more risk averse than men. Like, men are more willing, more open to take risk. Again, this is just in my personal observation. It doesn't speak to everyone, but I definitely see women as more risk averse. They want to make sure that everything is calculated and safe. But for men, I find that, okay, it sounds good, I can make money, it makes sense, let's do it, So I definitely see that disparity.
So with women being more risk averse, as you rightly put it, what would you give as a tip to generally get over that and have women getting out there a little bit more and seizing those opportunities?
Right. So I would just say, just do it. You just have to do it. And it goes back to facing your fears. You have to get uncomfortable. That's where the growth takes place. You have to take that leap. You won't know, and you don't know what you don't know. So you really just have to do it. Spread your wings, hope for the best, and not saying that you're going to go into anything, without planning or preparation or without doing your homework. But when it comes time to just jump, just do it. You just have to let go.
Awesome. The first video of this series was all about women and money, and we discussed some healthy financial habits and money tips to help women achieve financial independence and well-being. I'll link that up in the YouTube card above, and be sure to check it out. In the comment section below, let us know how important your career is to you.
Also, do you have any additional tips to help women excel on their career journey?
Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, stay blessed.